What's up, guys? It's round 3. We're about to kick off. Qualifying starts in 30 seconds, as you can see. This is the Manufacturer Series race. I already actually did the Nations Cup race, and I didn't stream it because I thought it was going to be a complete bin job. Turns out it actually went pretty good. I'm happy about it. I qualified 5th. I raced kind of poorly because I'm not very good at Spa. It's a great track and I really love it, but I suck so badly at it. So I thought it wouldn't be worth streaming. Turns out it was. This one I actually think should go pretty well. I like Red Bull Ring a lot, and I've had a lot of practice on this track and a lot of practice in the Porsche that I'm about to drive. And we should be matched in a second. Oh, we got a couple of the resident fast boys around. In Exiles here, who's very fast, is actually 3 seconds faster than me in practice. Not that I've put down a practice lap on medium tyres. I've been driving with a medium hard split just to get used to that because that's going to be my first stint. Who else have we got here? Pan Max here. I've raced against Pan Mac before. I've actually raced against quite a lot of these guys. Let's have a warm-up. Alright, quali. Far out. I'm actually going to have to swap out my tyres. And I can't do that right now. Alright. Looks like we're going for a run on these tyres. So hard tyres are mandatory for this session. I honestly just want to get them out of the way because they are slow. Thing is, if I run hard tyres on the front with mediums on the back, I can actually get a pretty decent time on tyres that are far less than optimal. So let me check something real quick. I think all 3 compounds are mandatory for this session. Cannot run this race without using all 3 compounds. Okay, my mistake. I'll be running soft tyres on the back to get rid of those 2 compounds. Just get them out of the way. In the meantime, let me throw on some mediums. Softs, I mean. Let's go out. I've just cost myself a quali lap, which sucks because I didn't set my car up before I actually came in here. I should have done that instead of messing around warming up, but it doesn't matter. I know that on this track I'm about as fast as you can be in the Porsche. It's not a fast car, we've talked about this a few times, it's quite a bit off the pace, but it's that pit strategy, that balance and the efficiency with both your fuel and your tyres that makes it a really good competitor. Most of the time anyway. He's on a hot lap, so I'm just going to let him pass. I'm going to cool it for a second and then feed it. Oh no. I'm doing my best to kill my qualifying session here. See if we can get it back together. Some 137s here. I already feel outpaced. Yep. I've killed my quali completely. And I've still got time to try again. We'll get into some clean air. Oh, that's bad. Still 12th. Okay, that's a better start to the lap. It's really important not just to link up with that apex, but to actually run over it. Please get out of the way. I mean, Your laps? Yeah, he's getting out of the way, that's cool. Definitely the right thing to do if your lap's already ruined and you've abandoned your hot lap. The best thing you can do is sort of get out of the way for everybody else. It's only fair. Most people will do it for you too. I don't know why I keep shifting down into second there. I don't need to. I've been miss-shifting all day. A little tired. Go figure. That's another apex that you should really drive over, and I missed it. So that's going to slow me down by half a second. Probably not great. I'm not going to expect any miracles here. Nightwalker I had a really great battle with in Bathurst at the end of last season. That was heaps of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I'm pretty sure Nightwalker also got torpedoed, and I'm pretty sure it was by Pan Mac, who's in first place at the moment, absolutely screaming along. I'm probably in the 138s this time, as long as I keep it together. I'm certainly not looking at a top 10 time today. If we're going to get them, we're going to have to get them with strategy. We'll beat them in the pits. Cool. That's proper garbage. But if you've seen any of the previous streams, you'll know that having a qualifying disaster and then coming back for a really great race is kind of my thing. I think it's the strategy in the Porsche. Although I did qualify 5th in the last race, so maybe I should be a little faster than I am at the moment. So we've got one stint with hard tyres on the front and soft tyres on the back. That's going to help us pull up just a little bit faster than we otherwise would. and that gets both the hard and the soft mandatory compounds out of the way. We'll do 5 laps on that, so lap 5 will be the in lap. When we do get to the pits, we'll put we'll fill the tank to 75%. Sorry, you'll see blue screen for a second. Or not, never mind. So lap 5 we pit 73 to 75% fuel. I'm not going to try and save any fuel. We'll put mediums on both the front and the back. And then on lap 11 we'll pit again, where I will put no fuel in because we'll have everything we need. I really should have put traction control on for the launch. I'm a bit unorganised today. Not really a race winning attitude at the moment. Mercedes C11 in round number 1, Tokyo Expressway. Mercedes C11 and I were having a really great drag race up the front straight, except Mercedes got taken out by some other driver in a Mazda or something, and as a result of that pushed me into the wall, which sucked. It cost me a few seconds and a few positions, but we came back for a really great race even after that. So disasters can still turn out to be pretty good. So I got the brake balance all the way to the front, so I use up the hard tyres without taking huge chunks out of the soft tyres. I didn't realise we had a rolling start, which is probably kind of helpful. Saves me having to find the traction control. Here we go. We're away. No turn 1 torpedoes. A little early on the brakes than I usually would be. 5-second penalty, that'll be 1 free position, as long as we can sort of keep it together. Oh, okay, rough. That's called closing the door. Pretty egregiously. Dude, keep it together, man, come on. I do not want to be held up by this guy forever. I mean, look at the rest of the pack breaking away from us. That's a disaster if I can't get around him. Yep, excuse me. You've got to be kidding. Come on. Alright, we got him. Job done. Let's get on with it. Oh, way early on the brakes. I really could have run that out a bit further. So now we just got to try to start chopping our way up the pack, and we should get it done. I don't see why not. It's a very difficult corner to get right because of how steep it is on the lead up to it. A lot of people just run wide. We already saw somebody run wide on the first lap, and that's what that yellow flag was for. Alright, we're closing up this gap. I feel like somebody just went in the pits already. I don't know why. He's probably just done his lap on the hard tyre and he wants to get rid of it. He didn't really strategize that very well. And that's the thing about being this far back on the grid. Largely, not all of these people will have had qualifying disasters like me, because that's my thing. Instead, they'll be a little bit less experienced, even though they are, you know, high-rated drivers. This is a fairly high-rated lobby. Again, not the highest, certainly not a low-rated lobby. He is sort of yielding, which is nice. Good on that guy, honestly. And goodbye that guy. Went a little deep there. I love when a cutback happens. It's my favourite thing in all of motorsport. Somebody goes a little too far into the corner. The guy they're trying to overtake is ready for it. The guy or the girl, sorry, that they're trying to overtake is ready for it. And a cutback happens. I just think it's magical every time. We got a lot of work to do to catch up with the rest of the pack. This is not a good start. We got a can-do attitude. Oh, bad line. Rough. I'm going to have to go defensive. I really don't want to be rude, but I'm covering off my apex. Because I have the faster pace, there's no doubt about it, and I'm not getting stuck for a battle again. Especially with the rest of the pack falling backwards into us. I don't think we're catching them. That it wouldn't be correct to say that. Alright, after we cross the line, we've got most of a lap left, and then we're pulling into the pit lane for our first pit stop. And that'll be the start of our pit strategy. And then we can get off this slow tyre combination. It's not horrible. The soft tyres on the rear really make a difference. But it's certainly not fast. We can run much faster if we just get on the mediums and stay that way for the rest of the race. Then it's just consistency. Such a hard corner to wrap it around. We did pretty well to link up with the apex there, but it doesn't always happen. It's a bit touch and go. I feel like we got another lap left in this tyre configuration, but I'm not going to change the plan on the fly. It's a good plan. I'm sticking with it. Pretty good on fuel too. All that slipstreaming probably helps. But we're still going to go back to 75%. The plan's solid, I've tested it out. The next pit lap is lap 11. And then we're running out the rest of the race. I think the theme for this race is going to be make the best of a bad situation. We're probably not getting the top 10 today. I can't believe I streamed this race and not Spa earlier, because Spa was an absolute cracker of a race. In much faster cars, pretty good battling at the front of the pack. It would have been fairly cool to watch. Maybe we can get in the top 10. We'll give it a red hot try anyway. I guess there's a chance we just got the pit strategy of the century and nobody else thought of it. It wouldn't be the first time. It's always so hard to know. You know, when you're not on the pace, knowing whether your pit strategy is actually going to pay off is almost impossible. So far it looks like it might. This battle up ahead's going to play into our hands. Hopefully we can chop them both. I'm not sure how In Exile ended up behind us. He's a fast dude. There must be something wildly different about his pit strategy. And maybe he's just going to start chopping people off. I would enjoy a nice battle with the guy though. But we won't get belligerent. Start doing stupid stuff like closing doors and chopping lines. He's going for the move, and he's going to think better of it. Probably a good idea. It's very hard to throw a move into that corner. Harder still to throw a move into this corner. I don't know where he picked up this speed from. Suddenly he's quick. Don't lose it. Kept his nerve. I was trying to put him off, force a mistake, but he did well. Oh no, that's a penalty. That's absolutely a penalty. There it is, it's only half a second. It's not the end of the world. It's probably the end of the race though. Except he also has a penalty and it's bigger than my penalty. So that's going to be a free position, probably. I'm taking the inside line here. Hope he doesn't try and move because I need the inside. No more fuel, we're good. He's got that inside line that's going to cause me problems in the next corner. There's still people pitting, which is a bit of a relief, because otherwise I'd be saying this race couldn't possibly have gone any worse. Anybody who's going to throw on soft tyres and run out the rest of the race will be doing so in a lap or two. And I know there will be people doing that. That's the kind of line you want out of that corner. Clip that apex as tight as you can without getting a penalty, because it is pretty ruthless on the penalties. Very hard to avoid penalties. What's happened there? Penalty up ahead. Big one by the look of it. I think everybody's pit strategy's done by now. So if we're going to get any more places, we're going to have to reach out and take them. Not sure how that's going to go. Penultimate lap, we're going to have to drive the wheels off it. Like that. At least we're gapping the car behind. Oh, you just knew that was going to happen. Oh, that'll be 2 free spots. It's not really how you want to get track position. You don't want to gain off somebody else having a bad time. But we've all kind of had a bad time. Everyone back here anyway. But yeah, that's a 5-second penalty up ahead, so that's a free position. And then we're in open air, we're just going to run out the rest of the race. We're not going to get any more positions after that. So that'll be 12th place. Assuming, of course, I don't bin it. There's still an entire lap left for me to do that. And again, anybody who watches my streams is familiar with my ability to foreshadow. I do it all the time by accident. Commentator's curse, maybe. I always call a disaster before it happens. And by call it, I mean say explicitly that it's not going to happen, and then it happens. Like running out of fuel would be a disaster, but at least I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. Running wide into there is not great. Not really a disaster though. I guess, yeah, 12th place is pretty good, considering where we started and considering the battling we did at the start, because that battling was really just unconstructive, wasn't getting anybody anywhere. For the life of me, I don't know why you block and ram and just defend so aggressively and do erratic things inside the braking zone when you're at the back of the pack, you know? No, you defend a bit more aggressively when you're in first place. But all in all, qualifying position versus race position, can't really complain about 12th. Whoa! Penalty might bring that unstuck. It's a drag race. No, it's not. It's all good. Cool. Yeah, so that's a middle of the pack result. We've had better, we've had worse. I can't really complain about it. It's extremely hot, and I've probably had enough of sitting here in this seat. So I'm gonna call it soon. I'm just gonna grab this replay. Say sorry to anybody I binned. Did I bin anyone? I know Pan Mac did because he's in 10th place. Although usually when I say that I'm wrong. 95 points. That's yeah, it's not bad. Also not great. I mean, I definitely had more championship points than this at the start of last season. Although at the start of last season I was in a considerably lower rank, so I had considerably less competition. The competition here is pretty high. All of these guys are fast as anything. There'll be a couple of these people who sort of drift in and out of the top 10 in all the daily races. Guian, I raced in the last one at Spa. Guian came 6th and I came 7th. Feel like I could have made a better race out of that one, but I ran off into the gravel and that just pulled me up dead. There's no way I was going to get that 6th place back. I might have even been able to take 5th if that happened in Spa. Yeah, there's some really fast guys that had some really weird races today. There was a lot of shuffling in the pack that I wouldn't have expected, just knowing how fast these guys can drive. So it's obviously been a really weird race for everybody. I think maybe the combination of 3 different tyre compounds is kind of crazy. That hasn't happened before. The mandatory combination of 3 tyre compounds. Not in any race I've participated in anyway. I kind of like it though. It really brings a tactical element to the race, and you know, as you saw, we went from what, 18th to 12th. Oh well, that's been fun. My driver rating probably went down. I don't think my sportsman rating got affected in any negative way. So, what's up next? I'm just going to check what's ahead of us in the season. So next up will be this weekend. Or will it? No, it won't. It'll be next weekend. Not this coming one. And that's going to be Interlagos in Group 3 cars. I absolutely love that track. I love it so much. We've just had Formula One's race on it last weekend. Really cool to watch. It was a great race. One of the best races of the season, actually. Where we get Max Verstappen first. Then who came second? I forget. Pierre Gasly. And nobody thought he could do that, especially since he was demoted from Red Bull and put back in the Toro Rosso Honda. He just drove an absolute banger of a race to get on second place, and he was really stoked. It was very cool to watch. And then we had Lewis Hamilton in third place, but due to a contact with Alex Albon that almost took both of them out of the race, and I swear it was Alex's fault, even though he also had an amazing race. It was definitely his best of his career by the look of things, let alone the season. Lewis copped a 5-second penalty for that, and that let Carlos Sainz into position 3, so he celebrated his own little podium finish after the actual festivities ended. I love that track so much. I really can't wait to race it again. And then we've got another race on Sardinia. Depending on the layout, I don't remember which layout this is. I know Sardinia is an awesome track. Some layouts are better than others, so we'll see what happens there. So it'll be 1.5 weeks and I'll be streaming again. So thanks for coming, guys. I will catch you then.